Hey everyone, welcome back. When a business start using Odoo 19, you know that one of the most important step is entering opening balance of their company. Like without an opening balance that is recording in a proper way, what will happen? Your financial records of your company going to collapse soon. Like you don't even get a better transaction or you can't even provide all the financial data. So you all know that the opening balances actually included the bank or cash balances of your previous company software, or we can say the vendor payables, customer receivables, and a lot more accounts. Okay, so here in this video, I'm going to show you the basic step of how to add or create an opening balance in Odoo 19. So without getting stretched, let's directly move to the video. So guys, as you can see from the dashboard itself, I just created a new database to add or create the opening balance of my company in 2026. Okay, so here in this video, I'm just going to show you the simplest method that how you can add your opening balance. This is the basic and important step once you guys are just migrating from any other software, just creating a new database in Odoo 19. Okay, so here I'm just using some of the configure options. I'll give you a detailed explanation about that. And if you guys don't understand what I'm actually saying in this video, please do comment down below. I'll be very happy to answer you that. Okay, so let me move on to the accounting module. And first of all, we need to create a journal and as well as a controlling account from your ledger side. Okay, so first of all, let me show you. Moving on to the configuration under the journals, I've already created the opening balance journal. Okay, so technically I can say that you guys can simply use miscellaneous operation journal while you guys are adding or creating opening balance. But here I just chosen or here I just created a new journal which is called opening balance by duplicating the miscellaneous operation journal. Like there I just provided the type as miscellaneous. Okay, miscellaneous account. Now you can see that moving on to the opening balance itself, I can simply create them, providing a sequence prefix as OP. So here you guys all have a doubt why you are actually created an opening balance journal in a separate way. Like here it is actually help you to easily identify all the migration entry. So as I said on the introduction part, you guys all know that in certain company or certain persons are actually adding the opening balance for their company once they are actually migrating from any other software. So it's actually helping you to identify all the migration entries. And we can see separate opening balance from the normal accounting transaction. Like if you guys are add up any kind of opening balance in your company and the rest of the day you guys need to add any other entries, any other accounting transaction, so you can't even get a segregate report about what is the opening balance and what are the other entries. Okay, so if you want to see the difference between them inside the reporting side, you can use the opening balance journal. And for any kind of audit or migration later, filter reports and journal entries related to only the opening balances, you can use this journal. Okay, so for the simplest and easy method, without getting any confusion to see your reporting side, you can create the journal. I recommend you to create this journal. Okay, so once you guys are done with that, let me move on to the journal and we need to see another thing, another configure option, which means creating or using an existing controlling account here itself. Okay, so why I'm just choosing an existing or controlling account here itself is actually like here in Odoo, we have a rule, which means once you are entering any kind of journal entry, like if you guys are just adding opening balance of the bank or cash, we need a controlling account to balance those transactions. Like we can say this is the part that confuse actually for many users. Like think like this way, like the accumulated profit or loss from previous year that has not yet been formally allocated in our this new database. So we need a controlling account to show that, or to, I mean, what kind of purpose, like to balance it. Okay, so we can say to balance all those entries inside your journal entry, we can use a controlling account. And Odoo is temporarily using those balancing account while you guys are entering that all trial balance report or all trial balance, ledger balances and everything inside your journal entry set. So for that kind of purpose, we are using the controlling account. And here in Odoo 19, fortunately, here we have a controlling account, or you can either use any kind of equity account. So while just searching for undistributed and profit loss account, you can see this is a kind of controlling account, or you can either create a new equity account just providing it as an opening balance or something else that you can simply identify it. I'm just going to use this account. Okay, once you guys are done with that, now I'm just going to add the opening balance. So here in this video, I'm just going to show you how to add the opening balance of cash and bank and the receivables and payables. So that's the simplest and basic thing. Clicking on the new button. Okay, there we have the reference that we need to provide. I'm just going to provide the reference as opening balance of bank and cash in 2026. Okay, and I want to provide the accounting date that is actually from March 31st. Once I'm done with that, now you can see this is the journal, but we need to replace this journal by providing the exact one that we have created opening balance. So now you can see the sequence is changed by providing the sequence prefix. And now I'm going to add the lines. Okay, so first of all, we need to add the bank. So I'm just going to provide the bank, and I can depict the amount, which is $1,000. Okay, this is randomly I'm providing. I just want to show you an example. And the next account is actually cash, adding. So I want to provide this as, okay, $2,000. Let me put this as $2,000. And the next thing is actually you can select the undistributed and profit loss account, because why we are using to control this journal entry. Okay, so now you can see it is credited as $3,000. So once you're done with that, you can simply post this journal entry. Now we are set up the opening balance of bank and cash in my database of my company. Okay, and if I'm moving on to the reporting session, moving on to the general ledger side, you can see the under the bank, there we have an initial balance of 1,000, and under the cash as well, there we have initial balance of 2,000. So under the under undistributed and profit and loss account, now you can see it is actually credited, and there we have just balanced this to depict in credit of our general ledger. Okay, now I can add what the next thing, which means the receivables and payables. So how we can add them? Moving on to the accounting, creating a new journal entry by clicking on this option. Just providing the reference, which has opening balance of customer and vendor in 2026. Okay, so once I'm done with that, I can provide the accounting date once more, March 31st. And there we have the journal, and I'm just going to provide the journal which has opening balance. Now you can see this is in draft. Providing the next thing, account, adding the account, which is what? First of all, there we have the debit account, which means the receivables. So, sorry, not the POS one. Okay, let me remove this one. Deleting. Adding one more line. We need account receivables. So under the account receivable, we can add how much amount that we got from the customer. So I'm just going to add the customer amount as 2,500. Let it be like that. And the next thing is account payable. I want to add them. Account payable as well. So this is actually the vendor payables. So I'm just going to add the amount, which is actually credited like 4,200. Okay. So once we are done with that, we have a remaining, like we need to balance it, and we have a remaining amount once we are paid and received. There we have $1,700, and I can put this amount on undistributed profit and loss account. Okay. So once we are done with that, now you can see the debit and credit side is in balance. Okay. So you can simply post this journal entry. So this journal entry will be posting as the opening balance of customers and vendor in my current company database. So there you can see we have just posted, and if I want to see that under the reporting side, moving under the general ledger, I can see under account receivables and payables, the created entries are there. Okay, and both of the, total general ledger is showing that in balanced stage. And if I moving on to the reporting and under the partner ledger as well, I can see that unknown partner from an unknown partner. Don't worry. By creating the partner name, like you can also provide the partner name from there itself, like moving on to the customers and vendor, you can provide them, and that particular partner will be showing here itself. Okay, so if I want to show you, I can also provide that, like moving on to the vendors. I'm just going to create a new vendor. The name is Aisha. Let me save this manually. Moving on to the customer side, I'm just going to create a new customer, which is Jerry. Okay, and let me move on to the accounting journal entries. There we have a posted one, right, for the customer and vendor. I'm just going to reset this into draft, and I can provide the partner name. There we have Aisha, right? So I'm not Aisha, there we have Jerry, because this is the customer, and I'm just going to provide a vendor name as Aisha. Once I'm done with it, I can post this. And if I'm moving on to the reporting under the partner ledger, I can see that 2 partners and their amount as well. And if I want to segregate with any of the partner, I can provide the partner name here itself, and I can see one of them. And there we have the trade partners. If you want to see the filters which is only payables, you can remove the receivable, you can see them. And if you want to see only the payables as well, you can the receivables, you can remove the payables from here itself. So that's how simply you can add those entries in your balance sheet. So what you can understand from this video is actually, if you guys are just adding up the opening balance from your previous software, you can use the simplest method, but you should just configure one journal and the controlling account here. So basically I can give you a conclusion, like to keep opening balance entries separate from any other kind of regular transaction, we can dedicatedly create an opening balance journal, a type of miscellaneous from or in your database. And we also use an undistributed or profit close account as the controlling account to balance the migration entry once we didn't want to get any kind of confusion. And this allow us to import opening balance cleanly while preserving the company's financial position from the previous accounting systems as well. Okay, so that's it. So I hope you all understood this video, how to add your opening balance of your company very easily. So in the next video, I'm going to discuss about how to import opening balance that in a bulk way. Okay, so that's also one of the most important videos. So stay tuned for that, and I'll be back with another video. Till that, bye-bye.